what's going on? It's Dr. Gonzo Boogie here again, back for another DVD update, and this is going to be just a horror update. I don't have any non-horror stuff to show this time around, and I actually don't have too much to show in this video, so it's going to be a smaller update, but everything I have to show here, I actually picked up at FYE last weekend, and they were having one of those deals, like you buy two, and you get the third free for their used stuff. So I was looking around at their used stuff and I found some really awesome horror movies there. I was actually surprised by some of the stuff that I found there, so I'm really excited to show you guys what I bought, and I'm just going to get going. First off, here is the Friday the 13th box set from Crystal Lake to Manhattan. And I used to have this box set when it first came out, and I always loved it. It was one of my favorite DVD sets that I owned, but I ended up selling it or losing it for one reason or another. So I'm really glad to buy this back because this is actually expensive now, and I'm pretty sure it's out of print. I've seen it going on Amazon for anywhere from like $50 to $100 new, and used it's usually around 25 to like 30 or 40 depending on the condition it's in. So I was able to get this one for a pretty good price used at FYE. Then I have the Backstage Pass discount card, so I was able to get a sale on it too, 10% off or whatever. So I did pretty good on this in my opinion. It's actually not in the best condition. There's a little scuffs, but the discs are all in pretty good condition. I'd say a couple small scuffs and scratches on some of them, but for the most part it's a really nice set, and I just love everything about this set. Just show you guys what the inside of some of these look like real quick. This is the one for Friday the 13th Part 1 and 2. Really like the cover design on this for some reason. Back there, and then that's the inside and how the discs look. Really cool, and I like how these are 2-packs for some reason, like 2 movies on each disc. I think they did a really nice job setting these up, and this is the one for 3 and 4, which are my 2 favorite Friday the 13th movies, especially the 4th one. I just love watching that one. And the disc design and the inside of this, just, you know, really nice, I think. And the special features disc that comes with this, which is the Killer Extras, right here. It's actually my favorite Friday the 13th documentaries and bonus features that have ever come with a Friday the 13th like box set before, because I have some of the new editions of the Friday the 13th releases, and they come with these little documentary things, and I just don't think they're good at all. And I remember the ones from this set being really good, so I'm looking forward to checking these out again too, the documentaries and everything. So that was the box set, which was really the highlight of the of my pickups for last weekend. I was really excited about this, and I would have to say I've basically been looking at this every day since I bought it. I just really love looking at the way this is set up. I just think it's really neat and well put together. Just a really nice box set, in my opinion. Right, next up, which I also thought was really cool to find, was I found the 2-disc Anchor Bay edition of The Hills Have Eyes, which you might not be able to tell from the webcam, but it's like has a shiny finish to it, or whatever you call it. Like it's actually kind of shiny, the artwork and everything. So that's pretty cool. Like you can tell the Anchor Bay symbol is like silver instead of being white. It's really cool. And this is a 2-pack that I also used to have years ago. I remember this was the first time I ever owned this movie on DVD was in this 2-pack form, this 2-disc form. That's what I mean. And I got it for Christmas a long time ago, like, you know, probably like 6 or to 8 years ago. Like, this was a while ago when I first started to collect horror movies a lot. And again, like some of my DVDs I've talked about before, I traded it in or lost it for one reason or another. So I'm actually really glad to buy this one back, because this is the way I always wanted the movie again. I also have the 1-disc version that Anchor Bay put out of this, but I've always really wanted to pick up this 2-disc version again. So I was real pumped about this. This is actually one of the Anchor Bays that's on the top of my list that I wanted to buy. So I was actually planning on ordering this off the computer soon. So finding that FYE used for $4.99 was a really good deal for a 2-disc set. And the second disc is just loaded with bonus features, a documentary, a couple documentaries, and, you know, trailers, TV spots, all that stuff. So Real excited to find this, and an awesome addition to my Anchor Bay collection. And it came with a really cool booklet. This is what the 2 discs look like, which I think are really awesome looking too. And I'll show you guys the booklet real quick, because you guys know me. I love my Anchor Bay booklets. Chapter selections on the back. Some cool stuff here. Mostly just, just a thing written about the movie by somebody. But then at the end they have some of these posters, which I thought were really cool to have to look at too. It's really cool. I always love these old horror movie posters, especially from the 70s and 80s. They always look really cool. So really cool 2-pack right here, 2-disc set. Probably I think that definitive way to own this on DVD is this edition right here. And next up, which I was really surprised to find this, which is Black Christmas, the original one from the 70s on DVD. And I used to have a different edition of this years ago. It was an older release where you can flip the cover from a newer one to an older one. It was pretty cool, but I found it at a pawn shop and it was kind of beat up. So I actually always wanted to pick this edition up. I was always going to order it off of Amazon because it's not even that expensive, but for some reason I was just holding off till I found it at FYE, because I've seen this before at FYE years ago, but I just never picked it up. So I was really happy to find this, because this is a really good 70s slasher movie, one of the best, and one of the best Christmas horror movies too. So it's definitely a perfect time for me to find this, because Christmas time is coming around the corner, so I'm definitely going to be watching this for Christmas. So really cool. It's a nice DVD release of this. It's got 2 hours of bonus material, including the 12 Days of Black Christmas, a documentary. So that sounds interesting. Definitely looking forward to watching this one again. It's been probably 2-3 years since I've seen this, so. And it came with a insert and of course the disc, and this was in really good condition for being used. So again, just really happy with the pickups I found last week at FYE. And then last year for the update is actually in another addition to my Hellraiser collection, which if you've been seeing some of my recent updates, I've actually been buying a lot of the Hellraiser sequels recently. This is Hellraiser Deader, which I think is like the 7th in the series. I should look this up before I do these videos, but I always forget. But I actually don't think I've ever seen this one, because I've never gone this deep into the series before. I think I've at least made it through the first 5 or 6, but I've never gotten like this far in. But I love the first 2 Hellraiser movies, so I figured I'd get the whole collection, because Clive Barker's awesome. The first couple are awesome, so it's just one of those series that I did always want to collect. I was just holding off for some reason. So this is really cool. Nice addition here. This is from Dimension Videos, which most of the other Hellraiser releases are from too. And this is the older release. I think they've re-released this since this real DVD. So I actually really like the way these Dimension Hellraiser releases look. Came with the insert and everything, so really nice again, because most of my Hellraiser releases I picked up have had the inserts, so really happy about that. So that was it for the update this week, and like I said, I think that the things I found last week are really cool. So this is one of my favorite smaller updates I've done in a while. But if you guys like the video, definitely give it a thumbs up or leave a comment, and thanks again for watching.